Welcome to the Smart Live class, Smart Live class Wednesday. I am your teacher, Mark Roberts. Welcome. Part one today, we're going to talk about used to. If you are watching on your phone, make sure to open this video in the YouTube app. Okay, open it in the YouTube app and then you can chat with me as we do the class. Also, guys, we are going to use a lot of exercises in our classes. So if you can, please watch the video in HD. Okay, HD is much more clear. You can read the typing clearly. Okay, in our Facebook group this week, I put a quiz in the group. Let me make it bigger for you. And many students answered the question incorrectly. They did not get it right. Let's look at the sentence. Driving in Japan is difficult for me because I'm not used to something on the left side of the road. I'm not used to something on the left side of the road. Now, drive or driving? Okay, the answer is driving. And a lot of students, maybe let's see here, let me start typing. Bigger here, about 75% of the students answered this question or this quiz incorrectly. So this means I think a lot of students think when we use to, we should always use a base verb. We should always use a base verb. This is usually true, but not always. So in the chat right now, please give me examples of when we say to and a base verb. Please start typing examples. When do we say to and a base verb? I don't need sentences. Don't write sentences, but just when do we write them? Example, need to, right? Well, need to, we need a base verb. Okay, guys, so we're gonna start the class today and we're going to talk about when do we need a to and a base verb. Okay, this is called infinitive. When do we need infinitive? Please start typing and let's look at the chat and see what you guys have. Okay, so, and I will give you my suggestions at the same time. Need to, have to. Okay, we've got, what was English's Aaron or Aram? He said want to. Paul, how you doing, Paul? Paul says like to, you're right. Okay, Ko, thank you for coming back. Ko, ought to, good job. Or Kaio, is it? Sorry. Okay, Karina, can to? No, we don't say can to. I'm sorry, Kaio, I always make a mistake about your name. Okay, Selma, how you doing? The question is, when do we use infinitive? When do we use to? We have all these expressions in English where we need to, right? So yeah, so let's go back here. Have to, what's the question? Okay, must to. No, don't say must to. Okay, don't say must to. That's a very common mistake. Many students think must to. No, just must or must. No to. Okay. Okay, get to. What does that mean, Prima? What does that mean, Paul? What is your meaning? Because you're right. Last week we talked about get to meaning arrive, right? Yeah, you're right. Need to. Artur, how you doing? You joined the class. Okay. Must to. Artur, no, don't say must to, guys. Don't say must to, just say must go. Okay, yo Mara. Whoa, many students are writing must to. Let's talk about that. No, you're confused. Have to is very similar to must. Okay, so must, no to. Example, I must go, I have to go. Okay, no to with must. All right, let's go back to the list. Let's see if we have any more here. Okay, well, what about be allowed to? Example, I am allowed to, I don't know, I am allowed to go out tonight, right? My parents, my mother and father, well, not me, but example, my mother and father said, it's okay, I can go out tonight, so I'm allowed to go out tonight. Okay, Artur, it was a mistake. Okay, good. All right, some more examples. If you guys have some more examples, please tell me in the chat. What about this one? Would like to. This means want to, right? I like to. Paul wrote like. Selma, love to. Thank you. I was just going to talk about that. Love to, like to, hate to. Example, I love to eat pizza. I love to eat pizza. I think I always talk about this. Oh, Selma, here we go. Selma, hope to, yes. Yes, I hope to see you soon, right? Paul, I'm allowed to stay out late. Good job, Paul. Kaio, like to. Selma, intend to. Okay, so I think we'll stop there. Oh, Selma also wrote decide to. Good job, Selma. Thank you for helping me teach the class. Valerie, how are you doing, Valerie? To be permitted to. Yes, to be permitted to. This is a little bit higher level, but this is totally the same meaning as to be allowed to. Okay, totally the same meaning. Okay, another very common expression to use to and a base verb is used to. Okay, is used to. Now, next in the chat, guys, I want you to think about this. Here's my question. What is something that we, and when I say we, I mean humans, people. What is something that we did in the past but don't do anymore? What is something we did in the past but don't do anymore? Please tell me in the chat. Now, don't use used to. If you already understand used to, that's okay, because class is going to become a little bit more useful for you if you have already studied used to. But many students don't understand used to. So right now, think about what is something that we did in the past but we don't do anymore. And don't write used to. So what's an example, Mark? What am I talking about? Well, carry maps. Carry maps. You guys, you know, I don't know about your countries, but in Canada, many people visit Vancouver, visit Canada, and usually now people don't look at a map like this, right? People are looking at their phone because they have maps on the phone. What's another example? Well, write letters. Letters. I don't know about your countries, but gosh, I never have a pen. I don't have a pen. Do you guys have a pen? Lan? Oh, you have a pen. Okay, but usually we don't have a pen. So writing letters, do you have paper? No paper. He has a pen, but he doesn't have paper. So write letters. Let's see. Do you guys have any examples? Just, you know, people. What don't people do anymore? What is something we did in the past but don't do anymore? Okay, I'll keep, maybe if you guys don't understand, I'll keep giving you examples. Use payphones. Payphones. Do you guys know what a payphone is? A payphone? Let me show you what a payphone is. Well, okay, there's a famous song about payphone. But do you have these in your countries? Do you have a payphone in your country? Maybe Canada, only the airport. I don't know if we have these in the airport now, right? So now people don't carry maps. They don't write letters. They don't use payphones. What else? What else? What else? Okay, Artur example, plays soccer. So Artur, I forget how old you are, but I think maybe you're about 25, 26, right? And when you were a child, you played soccer, but now you don't play soccer. Okay, somebody from Russia, excellent example, excellent example. Floppy disks, yes, good example. Many students don't understand floppy disks. These are floppy disks. Yes, these things were cool, weren't they? I liked these ones, the nice colors, right? But yeah, we don't use those anymore. You're right. You're right. Valerie, what's a bipper? What's a bipper? I don't know what that is. Bippers. I don't know what that is. Please explain. Cassettes. Yes, cassettes. Use cassettes. Yes. Modems. Yes. Yes. Augustus. Yes. A 3G modem. Actually, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not popular anymore, is it? You're right. Ooh, interesting. Elusive angel. Talk in person. Yeah, you're right. Many people now, we don't talk in person. We chat or we email. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Any other examples, guys? Paul, pagers. Use pagers. Do you guys know what a pager is? I think oh, maybe that's what Valerie was talking about. Beepers? Beepers? Okay. In English, we say pagers. Pagers. This is called a pager. And maybe Valerie is talking about like beeper, like the sound. Beep, 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 beep. In English, we say that sound is beep, beep. Okay? Valerie, am I right? Is that what you're talking about? Walkmans, yeah. I'll give you some more examples, guys. Fax machines, right? What about renting videos or even DVDs? In Vancouver, we don't have any video stores anymore. Everybody downloads movies. Nobody rents DVDs. What about this? Wash clothes by hand. Use your hand to wash clothes. In Vancouver, everybody has a washing machine. Okay, let's stop that there. Let's stop that there. Guys, this, I think you know this, but this is the meaning of used to, okay? This is the meaning of used to. Used to, of course, is we use it to talk about things that we don't do anymore. Okay, we did them a lot in the past, but now we don't. This is the meaning of used to. Okay, so I'll give you some examples. We'll go back to the list. Let's go back. Okay, so elusive angel. What's elusive angel's name? I can't remember. But example, we used to talk in person. Right? That means now we don't talk in persons, right? We used to, it's okay, we used to use fax machines. Different meaning, right? Used to use. Let's write that example. We used to use fax machines. Whoa. Okay, do you guys understand that this is different than this? It's not the same. You understand this, okay? This is a different meaning. Used to. This means in the past, yes. Now, no. Okay? What about this one? We used to rent videos and DVDs. You guys, write some examples, please, in the chat. Show me Show me that you understand the meaning of used to. Just write some examples for me, okay? And I'm going to keep looking at this list, okay? Arthur, my friend from Brazil, used to play soccer, right? Oh, elusive angel, your name is Rosie. Cool. Where are you from, Rosie? Please tell me. Arthur used to play soccer, right? Okay. Or we used to use payphones. Remember, guys, please write some examples in the chat. Okay? We used to write letters. We used to write letters. We used to carry maps, right? Easy, right? Used to is so easy. We used to use floppy disks. We used to use cassettes, right? We used to maybe have a 3G modem, right? Or maybe use a 3G modem. We used to talk in person, right? I used to listen to music on my Walkman, my Sony yellow Walkman. By the way, no, I'm not going to talk about, I was going to talk about the Facebook question, lemon or lime, which one is yellow, which one is green, but we'll talk about that on the group. Let's look at your examples. Augustus, I used to use a modem, yeah. Selma, I used to play volleyball. Good job, Selma. Volleyball is one word, Selma, okay? Just like basketball or what's another kind of ball? Basketball. I guess handball is popular in your countries. It's not popular in Canada. Just one word, okay, Selma? No dash, no hyphen. Kaio, I used to wear a cap, because it's countable. It's one. Very, very good. You used to get married, but you used to, okay, be careful, Rosie, be careful. Maybe don't say get married, you say be married, okay? So example, he used to be married, okay? What does this mean? What does this mean? Well, this means now he is single. Okay, not get married. Get married means become married. Wedding, do 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 do. No. Used to this is be married. Okay? Kaio, I used to use a typewriter. Good job, typewriter. Yuri, I used to study at school. Good job, Yuri. And now you study on YouTube, right? Jorge, or Alberto, I used to live in Vancouver. Yeah, come back, Jorge. We miss you. Khalid, I used to watch cartoons. I used to watch cartoons. Excellent, Khalid. Excellent. Cartoon, ooh, right? Like the word to, right? This O is ooh in English. Cartoons. Do you guys know cartoons? Right? Do you guys know, maybe you're younger than me, but do you know Transformers? Transformers? You guys know the movies, right? But a lot of you guys don't know that it was a cartoon. Transformers was a cartoon. When I was a child, it was a cartoon. And it was super cool. Super cool cartoon. Yeah, this one. Yeah, and then now you guys watch the movies. It's the same, right? When I was a child, Transformers used to be a cartoon. Okay, there we go. So this means now it is not. Actually, I don't know. Is it a cartoon now? I don't know, right? But that's an important difference, right? Transformers was a whoops, I should fix the spelling here. Transformers was a cartoon. Well, what is the difference? Transformers used to be a cartoon. Well, what's the difference? Well, this one means it was a cartoon, but it also means now it isn't a cartoon. This one, maybe now it is a cartoon too, okay? It's different. Understand the difference? Some suck, 2 times. Some suck. I used to travel a lot. Listen to my pronunciation, guys. It's more like this. It's more like used to. Maybe used to. Okay, it's very, very fast. Used to. Ooh, Augustus, good example. I used to be a poor man. I used to be a poor man. What does that mean now? What does that mean now? Well, now he is not poor. He is rich. Okay, okay, you guys can stop the examples. Thank you very much for all your examples. Let's look at George Bush. Do you know this guy? Do you know this guy, George Bush? What can we say about George Bush? Who is this guy? Maybe you don't, maybe somebody doesn't know who this guy is. Is he the president now? No. He used to be the president. He used to be the president, right? He used to be the president. Okay, and what about that big house in Washington? Let me, White House, this White House. Okay, so what can we say about the White House for George Bush, right? What can we say about the White House for George Bush? Well, he used to live in the White House. He used to live in the White House. And finally, the President of USA has a special airplane. This airplane. This is called Air Force One. Air Force One. Right? Well, he used to fly around the world in Air Force One. Okay, 3 examples, right? George Bush used to be the president. Now he's not the president. He used to live in the White House. Now he doesn't live in the White House. And finally, he used to fly around the world in Air Force One. Oh, good job, Kyle. Yes, you wrote it used to be. Yo, Mara, I think you're in the States, right? Or you're American, because we talked about Obama last week, right? Anyways, it's exercise time, guys. Exercise time. So let's open the exercise. I'm going to make it a little bigger for you. Whoops. Make it a little bigger for you. Okay, your job is to look at the sentences, and in the chat, please write a answer. Don't write everything. That's going to take you too long. You can if you want, but just write a and the missing words. Now, you must use used to and a verb. Okay, so you must think, which verb should I use? My new car is much nicer than my old one. Okay, it's a BMW. An old Hyundai, I don't know the pronunciation. Well, what can we say here? Well, used to drive, or maybe used to have, right? Understand, guys? So you guys continue. B, what is the answer? Don't forget used to, okay? Please write used to drive, used to have. And I will come back in about 4 or 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, guys, good job. Excellent. Lots of answers. So let's look at B. Let me scroll back up the chat here so I can see your answers. Todd loves vegetables now, right? He loves vegetables now. So this is different. What happened in the past? Well, he used to, maybe we'd say he used to hate them or dislike them. He used to hate them or dislike them when he was a child. Yeah, Selma, good job. I used to hate, or he used to hate. Kaio used to deny them? No, that's not the right verb, Kaio. Risavana used to hate, good job. Used to hate, again, somebody from Russia and I don't know, somebody from Russia. I can't read Russian. Okay, C. There's something cheap houses and apartments in Vancouver, but now they are all expensive. Well, I saw a lot of mistakes here. You guys know we say there is, right? Or there are, right? Example, there are many cheap houses in Vancouver. This is not true, right? This is not true. Now Vancouver is super expensive. But in the past, yes, there used to be. There used to be. So, Yo Mara, yes, good job. Selma, good job. Marianne, good job. Aaron, yes, used to be. Risvana, yes, used to be. Kayo, used to be. Good job. Okay, let's go on. Mark, okay. Mark, something, a full head of hair. A full head of hair. Yes, I used to have. I used to have a full head of hair. Yes, I used to have. Artur, yes, good job. Selma, good job. Aaron, Lydia, yes. Mark used to. Marianne, I'm skeptical about. No, Marianne, I did. Very long, beautiful hair, like you. Okay. E, we used to go shopping for CDs every weekend. Me, when I was like in high school, I always took the bus to the city and I went to the CD store, and it was a good memory. E, let's look at your answers. Yo, used to go, yes. Selma, no, Selma, no. We were used to shopping for CD. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. You're changing it though. We're going to talk about that later. Khalid, C, no, we already talked about C. We are on E, right? Kayo used to go, good. Risvana, used to do shopping for CDs every weekend. No, used to do shopping is like a job, okay? Like, you have to do usually we say the shopping. It's more British English, actually. So usually in North American English, we say go shopping. But do the shopping is like a job. Marianne, we used to go shopping. Aaron used to wander shopping? No, that doesn't make sense. Wander shopping? No. Okay, let's go to F. Okay, now this is a trick. A trick. I learned some things from Sean. Sean likes to trick his students. And if you are, by the way, if you are new to the Smart Live class, we do this every week. And Sean, my coworker, has another class for higher level students at 3 o'clock today. So I am a teacher, right? In the past, I worked at a library, right? So this one we need to use negative. And actually, listen, guys, I know maybe some of you you've studied this before, but a lot of students, they don't understand, okay, example, have to. Students understand like, oh, I have a brother. Do you have a brother? Right? I don't have a brother. They understand this English. They understand this grammar. But with to, they think, oh, it's so difficult. It's not difficult. It's not. Look, it's the same grammar. Example, I have to go, right? Do you have to go? I don't. I don't have to go. It's the same grammar. Just add to and a base verb. So a lot of students used to, well, how do you say this in negative? Well, it's easy, guys. This is, look, I used money. I used a lot of money today. Okay, what's the negative? I didn't use, no D, right? I didn't use a lot of money today. And last one, a question, did you use a lot of money today? Right? So it's the same grammar, used to. Right? I used to be, I used to play soccer, like Artur, right? Or I didn't use, no D, right? I didn't used to work. Did you used to play soccer? Did you used to play soccer? Do you guys understand? It's just the same grammar. Whoops, I forgot to here. I used to play soccer. I didn't used to work. And did you used to? Okay, no D. No D for the negative and no D for the question. So, This one means now I am a teacher, but in the past, I wasn't a teacher. So this one is the opposite. We need negative. I didn't used to be a teacher. I tricked you. I tricked you. I'm sorry, guys. That's not nice. But negative. I didn't used to. Okay, let's talk about that a little bit more. Okay, used to means in the past. In the past, I did this a lot, but now I don't. Okay, this is the meaning of used to. But not used, let's say this, didn't used to. Didn't used to, okay, is the opposite meaning. Okay, in the past, I didn't do this, but now I do. But now I do. Okay, I know it's a little confusing. I know it's a little confusing. Just think the opposite. And maybe this is difficult for some of the students that have already studied used to. So guys, write me some examples in the chat of not used to, didn't used to. Okay, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Okay, the Russian guy, his name is, or her name is Albovsky. I think it's probably a man, Albovsky. Thank you. Okay, G. Let's look at your answers for G. She used to what? She used to speak. Good job. Or Marianne, she used to be fluent. Yeah, let's write that. She used to be fluent in French. She used to speak French, but she forgets it now. Good job, Albovsky. Sorry, Albovsky. Paul, she used to know French. Yeah, Paul, you're right. That's good. Or Valerie, she used to study French. Good job, Valerie. Thank you. Okay, H, Selma. Everyone used to have a phone book, right? Everyone used to have a phone book. Or Albovsky, used to use a phone book. Excellent. Yes, Yomera, used to use. Good job. The student, the student used to what? But it is her favorite, used to hate English, yes, okay. Let's look at your answers for I. Anybody have any good answers for I? Oh, Kaio, interesting. Okay, I'll talk about that in a sec, Kaio. Selma, I used to dislike, yeah, the student used to dislike English. But now, English is her favorite subject. Yomera, used to dislike, yes. Paul, I think your answer is wrong. Used to like. No, used to dislike. Used to hate. Yes, Augustus, used to dislike. Yes. Okay, Valerie. Now, Valerie understands that what is another way to say hate? Well, or dislike. What's another way to say that? Not like. Right. So if I want to say like, okay, we need not. So didn't used to. Whoops. Didn't used to like English. There's an example of negative, right? The student used to what? Not like. So the student didn't used to like English. Good job, Valerie. Yeah. And Kaio, good job. I saw your answer was the same, right? Yeah, Marianne, it's fine. Used to hate. Yeah. And let's look at the last one. The old man, this one's easy, right? He used to be a professional football player. He was very good. Okay, so Rizvana, yes. Paul, yes. Good job. Yeah, it looks like Erdogan. Erdogan, let me just look. Okay, Erdogan, maybe. Yeah, Marianne, yes, very good. Artur, good job. Okay, guys. Okay, now, maybe the more difficult lesson. Sometimes to, let me write this in parentheses, is a preposition. So we talked about to and a base verb. Okay, this is about 90%, no, maybe 99% of the time. Okay, but 1% of the time, to, we don't have to plus a base verb, we have to plus a noun or a gerund. Okay, why? Because this to is a preposition. Okay, in the chat, very quickly, give me examples of prepositions. Prepositions. Okay, give me some examples of prepositions. We'll get some questions here. Actually, before we talk about prepositions, got some questions here. Aaron, I didn't used to work as a doctor at a hospital in 2000. Good. Don't forget okay? A doctor. Oh, in your next comment you wrote a doctor. Good job. Mr. Sordius, hello mister, hello sir. What is the point of using the apostrophe T, like in don't, didn't, and why not write do not or did not? Is it, so you're talking about contractions? Why do we use contractions? Contractions are just very popular in speaking, okay? Mostly used in speaking or informal writing, okay? Usually we don't use contractions in formal writing. A contraction is this, okay? Do not, don't, okay? So this is called a contraction. He's asking, why do we use contractions? Well, usually when we're speaking or in an informal writing, we use contractions. Okay, all right, you guys, let's go back to prepositions. Yes, lots of good prepositions, lots of answers here. To, for, on, thank you, Kaio. In, with, beside, elusive angel, thank you. Risavana, after, Kaio, among. Okay, guys, stop. Okay, good. Usually we have a preposition plus a noun. Okay, and in today's lesson we're going to talk about sometimes to is a preposition. Sometimes, right? Sometimes it's a preposition. Example, I have to go. Okay, this is not a preposition. This is not a preposition. To go. This is what we studied already. To plus base verb. But where? Where do you have to go? To the bathroom. Oh my goodness. To 2 times, right? This to is not a preposition. This to is a preposition. So, prepositions, oh, I hate typing this word. Prepositions, we can have prepositions plus a noun or a gerund. A gerund, if you don't know, is a verb with ing. Okay, this is a rule in English. Use a preposition with a noun or a preposition with a gerund. So, we have be used to in English. Be used to. Okay, well, be used to is different than used to. Be used to, this is a preposition. Okay, we have another expression in English. I'm not going to talk about this in today's lesson, but another popular expression where this to is a preposition. Okay, I look forward to tomorrow, for example. Okay, this means I am excited about tomorrow. Okay, I am excited about tomorrow. But be used to, well, what does this mean? Well, let me tell you a story. When I was, I don't know, when I was 19 or maybe 20, I moved to Japan. I moved to Japan because I started working as an English teacher. And my company gave me a car. Well, they lent me a car. And have you ever driven in Japan? Okay, we talked about this already at the beginning of class, but it's crazy because they drive on the left side of the road. So when I went, let me push this up. When I went to Japan, driving on the left side of the road was very strange for me. It was very, very, very strange for me, right? Because in Canada, we drive on the right side. So this was very strange for me, right? So what did I do? Well, I practiced a lot. I practiced a lot, right? And after I practiced a lot, it became comfortable. It became less strange. It became less strange. It became more comfortable. And finally, now, if I go to Japan, now it's comfortable for me. Okay, let's put this in bullets. Okay. So, this meaning, comfortable or strange, we can usually explain this in English with be used to. Be used to. So look, when I went to Japan, I wasn't used to. Okay, be. So be used to. Now this to is a preposition. So we need a noun or a gerund. Well, what do I want to say? Well, drive. But this is a preposition, so I need to change it to a gerund. When I went to Japan, I wasn't used to driving on the left side of the road. I wasn't used to. It wasn't comfortable for me. It was strange for me. It was difficult for me. I wasn't used to driving. Now, last week we talked about get, and sometimes get means become. Well, look here. I practiced a lot, and it got less strange. Look, I practiced a lot. Let me push this up. I practiced a lot, and I got used to driving on the left side of the road. I got used to. I became comfortable with driving. It became easy for me. Now it is comfortable for me. Well, how do I say that? Now I am used to driving on the left side of the road. I know my face is in the way there. Now I'm used to driving on the left side of the road. So it's very popular to use be used to or get used to. Okay? Be used to means to be comfortable. Okay? Or easy. We use this to talk about maybe your habits. Get used to means become comfortable. Become easy. Let's look at another exercise. Okay, guys, and I know this is not easy for you, right? Because we just studied used to with a base verb. Okay, let's look at this situation. Okay, you can, if you're fast, you can start answering these questions. Okay, but let's read this together. When Jose first came to Canada, so Jose now is in Canada, he's studying English, it was very difficult for him. Why? He didn't understand English. He started learning English, and slowly life became easier, right? Now he speaks English, and living in Canada is comfortable for him. Okay, so how can we describe Jose's experience with be used to? When he came to Canada, he what? English. Well, English was not easy. It was not comfortable for him. He wasn't used to, okay, English. That's fine. A noun. If you want to use a verb, remember, we need a gerund. He wasn't used to speaking English, right? Or hearing English, and hearing English. Slowly, right? Let's go back. Life became easier. So what happened? Well, slowly he got used to English. He got used to it. It became comfortable for him. Again, if you want to use a verb, remember you need to use a gerund. And finally, now he is used to English. He is used to it. He is used to speaking English. Understand? It's very popular English. So let's go to the next one. Okay, I'm going to let you guys do this. So, number 2, right? Read this and please write the missing words. Okay, the missing words. So in the chat, write A, missing words, B, missing words. Okay, let me push this up here because you can't see it, right? Okay, I'll give you about 5 minutes. Okay, and I will. Okay, good job, guys. I'm looking at your answers, and I noticed something I didn't think about. Paul is confused, first of all. Okay, Paul, let's go back. Used to, okay, is a verb. Okay, it's a verb phrase. So used to, didn't use to, and question, did you used to? Okay, why do we remove the D? Okay, because this is a verb. Okay, however, and I didn't talk about this, Paul, I'm sorry, this is my mistake. Be used to. You can think about this, you can think about this as an adjective. Okay? You can think about this as an adjective. Okay? We don't change adjectives in English. We don't change the spelling of adjectives in English. So, negative, not used to. Okay, or was used to. Okay, don't remove the D. Okay, Paul, that's good you didn't understand, and I can teach other students about that. Okay, let's look at A. When she started working from home, she was lonely. Why? Well, okay, well, we have two choices here. Okay, what did she do? Sorry, guys. What did she do in the past and now no? What did she do in the past and now no? Well, she used to work in a busy office. This means now she doesn't, but in the past she did. This is not be used to. This is used to. I know it's confusing. That's why I'm teaching this, right? But what was comfortable for her in the past? What was normal for her in the past? Well, actually, we can say both. She was used to, and this is different, right? This is a preposition. Why? I don't know. But this phrase, this one is a preposition. So we need working in a busy office. Okay? She was used to working in a busy office. Also, we could just say this. She was used to, and this is a preposition, so we can just use a noun. Okay? She was used to a busy office. Does that make sense, guys? I didn't think about this, but I saw somebody's answers, and yeah, both are possible here. Both are possible here. This means in the past she worked in a busy office, but now she doesn't. This means, well, this was comfortable for her. This was easy for her. This was her habit. This was normal for her. Okay, it took a long time for her. B, it took a long time for her. This is infinitive to. Okay, this is a very popular phrase in English. Take somebody time to do something, to get used to working alone. It took her a long time to become comfortable. It took her a long time to start to feel comfortable working alone. Kaio, good job. Yomera, good job. Artur, just remember, this is infinitive, so we need a base verb, okay? Got is not a base verb. Okay, Kaio, yes. Good job. Marianne, I don't see your answer. Or Selma, I don't see. Oh, okay. Selma just finished it very, very fast. Okay. I'm going up here. Yes, Selma, you're getting good answers. Paul, yes, good. Reese Vanna, good. Okay. C, even though she misses her old job, now, we want to say now it's comfortable for her. So she is used to working at home by herself now. She is used to it now. Good job, Selma. Excellent. Any other answers here? Oh, Aaron's confused. Can you tell me what you're confused about? Okay, because we're going to do one more exercise. And in the last exercise, we're going to study the difference between the first used to and be used to. Okay, so in this activity, please decide if we need a base verb or a gerund. Okay, example, when I was a child, I used to play or playing. I used to play or playing. Does this mean, is this the first meaning of used to that we studied, or does this mean comfortable or habit? Well, used to, not be used to. Used to. I used to play soccer every day. I used to play soccer every day. You guys continue. Please write B, like or liking. C, live or living. Okay? And I'll come back in a few minutes. Okay, guys, good job. Okay, B, we didn't used to. This means we used to dislike each other, right? So we didn't used to like each other. We didn't used to like each other. Okay. Lots of good answers here. Yo Mara, good. Kaio, good. Okay. Ayub, like. Good job, Ayub. All right. Albovsky, yes. Marianne, yes. Good job. Valerie, yes. Kaio, goodbye. Okay. Artur, like. Good job. Okay. C. I don't think I will ever get used to. Now this is a preposition. Get used to. Be used to. Get used to. This means become comfortable. So I don't think I will ever get used to living in the countryside. Why? Because here the countryside is so quiet. And it's strange for me because I am from the city. So I can't become comfortable living in the countryside. Okay, C, yes, living. Marianne, living. Abovsky, yes. Yomera, yes. Aaron, yes. Good. Okay, Rodrigo, hello. Martinez, Arizmendi, yes, living. Risvana, living. Good job. Okay. I am not used to what? Well, be around means be close or be near, right? I was an only child. So for me, children are not comfortable. It's not easy for me. So I'm not used to, well, we need a gerund. Being. I'm not used to being. Marianne, yes. Paul, yes. Aaron, yes. Good. Good. Okay. Rodrigo, yes. Yomera, yes. Good job. Risvana, being. Abovsky, no. Okay. When I first started working at the restaurant, I wasn't used to. Be used to. It's not comfortable for me. I wasn't used to wearing a uniform, right? It was strange to wear the same clothes every day. Okay, did you used to? Did you used to? Okay, this is not be used to. This is used to, so we need infinitive. Did you used to study at the university? Because I know I've seen you somewhere. Who are you? I know you, right? I don't know how to use my new Apple computer because for me, Apple's not comfortable. Windows is comfortable, right? I'm used to using, and Selma wrote, is this okay? Can we say I'm used to using? Yes, because they're different meanings, right? We talked about that before. This is not the same meaning, right? They're completely different. I know English is crazy, but they're not the same. So this is fine. I used to use, I'm used to using, that's fine. And last one, when I lived in Spain, I had to become comfortable, right? For me, Spain is a little crazy because they eat dinner so late. For me, it's late, right? Because in Canada, we eat dinner at 6 o'clock, but in Spain, it's like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So I had to become comfortable. I had to get used to eating. I had to get used to eating dinner. Good job, Artur. Good job, Albovsky. Let me see here. One more. Ali, yes. Good. Rodrigo, yes. Yomera, yes. Okay, guys, I think we understand. So that's the difference between be used to and used to. Class is finished for today. Please, if this class is easy for you or not difficult for you, please come back in 5 hours, 3 o'clock, for Sean's class. Sean's teaching something really important today, participles. If you don't understand participles, participles are like growing up in the city. I heard a lot, or I heard a lot of noise, right? Why do we say growing up? Why do we say this? Well, this is called a participle, and Sean's going to talk about this today, so really, really useful. Guys, you are our only way to advertise. So if you know anybody in school or you know any students that want to learn English, tell them about our YouTube classes. Please join the Facebook group. Okay, facebook.com/groups/learn English on Facebook group. Okay, join our Facebook group and Sean and I will answer your questions. Otherwise, see you next Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Thank you very much for joining us today.